Hi, this is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and this is your news for February 22nd, 2024. Today we have a special Cyber News LockBit edition. We're going to be covering the LockBit takedown, so buckle up for this exciting ride. So we're going to start off talking about the VX tweets. And so VX has been covering this, so they've been doing a wonderful job, and been helping me stay informed just by following their account. So you guys should go over to Twitter, follow VX Underground, and follow some of their news and everything else. So they're a really cool group. So if you can see some of the stuff that they were posting about, they spoke with the administrative staff and they have this interesting conversation. And they said that they arrested the wrong people that that were arrested, and that the people that were arrested were innocent. And so here, let me read a little bit. They asserted the individuals arrested are the wrong people and multi-agency involved arrested innocent people. They asserted the FBI and NCA UK Europol do not have their no information. They state that they're willing to double the bounty of 10 million. They state that they will place a $20 million bounty on their own head if anybody can dox them. They state that the FBI, NCA, UK, Europol are not skilled pen testers, and their success was only due to their administrative laziness. So, yeah, right there is a little bit of a wild tweet. And we're going to go over to the other one. Lockbit says, uh, as they know you have a huge following and other news people pick up on it, they think that they are stalling and trying to save face to keep whatever affiliates and businesses going at this point. This was for sure a crucial blow. I guess Friday cannot come sooner. And that was from the Cyber Post. And VX Underground replied, our opinion is that law enforcement did arrest the right people. We believe this was a damaging blow to Lockbit ransomware group. However, whether or not law enforcement knows the identity of the leadership is uncertain. They may have suspicions, but not concrete evidence. And then Cyberpost agreed with the arrest indictments are foolproof, have 99.7 conviction rate. They don't make arrests until they are 99.7 certain they will make and win a case. They do their homework. So yeah, I mean, it was pretty exciting. There was many more tweets like this, and you just got to go over to Twitter and check them out. They're interesting. So, going further, more on Lockbit. A father and son arrested in Ukraine in connection to the Lockbit takedown. This is a direct quote from uh, Yuliia, Dysa, and James Pearson of Reuters.com. As a result of the arrests in Ukraine, law enforcement were able to seize more than 200 cryptocurrencies accounts, 34 servers used by the gang in the Netherlands, Germany, Finland, France, Switzerland, Australia, and the United States and Great Britain. Wednesday, Ukraine police statement said. So they were quoting a statement from the Ukrainian police. And so a little bit more about this. There was a lot going on, and it sounds like the investigators they searched this residence in a place called Ternopil in Ukraine, and they got mobile phones, computer equipment, and other stuff. That's another semi quote coming from Reuters, and yeah, so it was pretty serious. I'm not quite sure, um, you know, if they were 100% sure if they got the leadership with this one. It sounds like they were just kind of affiliated, so they weren't the big dogs. They were arrested. It was interesting that it was a father son team. So I'm sure we'll find out their identities, or someone else has reported it already. This was just what I picked up from Reuters. So. moving on. The U.S. State Department put out a $15 million bounty or reward for more information on LockBit 3.0 on the affiliates and leadership. So if you guys know anything, there's a big money in for you. I don't know anything. So here's a little clip that I cut out from their website. So you can read more. I got links over there that you can find out more about it. This was just a really interesting thing, and it kind of popped up at the right time so that I could report on it. So moving forward, we got some guitar news for you. There we go. Yeah, so we got some guitar news for you. The PRS SECE 24 standard satin. Yeah, I know, right? A mouthful. Can't they just call it a Strat or something? I mean, the names are getting out of hand, especially the last few that I've been doing. Just like call it Fred. This is the Fred. But this guitar, it seems to be like it's going to be a very, very popular guitar because it's priced at just under $500 at $499, and it's got a lot of cool features. It's got the push-pull tone control, three-way toggle. It's a 25-inch scale. It's got two of their 8515S pickups. It does have a tremolo on it. It's a bolt-on maple neck with a rosewood fretboard and a mahogany body. At that price, it's very compatible. It would be competing with something with a lot of strats, and also like something like a Gibson Les Paul Junior. The double cuts, you can never find those anymore. They don't really come out all that often where they're just releasing it. I know they did that 2019. They came out with a really nice double cut. So I think a lot of people that were in the market for something like that might look at this because of the mahogany body, maple neck. Though it is a bolt on, but you know, a lot of strats, a lot of fenders are bolt on. So this is going to be a really cool guitar. And so this was a quote from Crystal Koe of Guitar.com. At just $499, the new PRS SECE 24 standard satin is the brand's cheapest guitar yet. So I think it's going to knock a lot of people's socks off, especially if you go over to PRS.com and you check out the video and the specs. I linked to it in the video. I didn't want to do a YouTube video watch in this right now because it's kind of a longer video. I do got a cooking video yet, so there's a lot of cyber news about LockBit. So I just wanted to keep it as short as possible today. So we're gonna move on to the cooking aspect, if we can. Yeah, here we go. Jambalaya Redux leftovers. So I didn't make a video of the of me making this wrap. So I just heat up my leftover jambalaya, and I stuck it in a wrap with some lettuce and some cheese. I think we can all do that. So you don't need to see me do a video of that. I got a video of another thing that I did with the leftovers coming up soon, and I'm going to tell you about it in just a second. So the leftovers that I made were the Ross's gumbo. Not quite as traditional as most gumbos. This was kind of like a little bit of a hack to make gumbo from jambalaya. So we got 3 cups chicken stock, 1 small bag of peeled, deveined, and tailed off shrimp. I got the small ones from Walmart. Like I say in the video, it was like $5, so you can pick it up rather cheap. 1 can of tomato soup. Use your favorite. 1 can of red beans drained. Half a bag of okra. I did a cornstarch slurry, and then I used my leftover jambalaya in there. So the video will be coming up next, so stay tuned. Hi, this is Roscoe with Cooking with Cyber, and today we're going to take care of leftovers from jambalaya. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with leftovers. One thing I did was I made a wrap, and you can see the pictures that I took of the wrap. It's kind of self-explanatory, and you can make your wraps any way you want. I just did use that as the jambalaya as filling, and then added some cheese and lettuce. So But another cool thing that you can do with it is you could make gumbo with it. So I'm gonna remixing it up and making my own little version of gumbo. So to start things off, I have some shrimp that I'm gonna add, some okra. I probably won't use all of it because this is a ridiculous amount of okra to be adding. Some red beans. I have our leftover jambalaya, which you can watch the video for to learn how to make. And then I got a can of my favorite tomato soup over here. I got about 2.5 to 3 cups of chicken stock that I made from bouillon. And then I have a little slurry that I made. I'm not sure if I'll actually need it, but I made it just so that in case it's a little loose, I could tighten it up again. So, I'm going to start here. The pan's pretty hot, so I'm going to pull it off the side a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of my oil blend in there so that I can cook up my shrimp. I'm just going to toss the shrimp in there. The shrimp was pretty cheap. I actually got it at Walmart, so it was fairly cheap. I got just the small shrimp, but you can use whatever shrimp you got. So that's going to cook up a few seconds here. Won't take long at all before it starts turning red. This was raw shrimp, not pre-cooked, and it was shelled with the tail off. So next I'm going to add my okra in, and I'm going to use probably about half of it because you don't need that much. Save the rest for another time. I'll just freeze it. Let that catch back up. It was really hot to begin with, and as soon as I put the shrimp in there, it cooled down. So now it's got to catch back up a little bit and cook off some of the juice from the shrimp. You can come in and take a quick look at that, see what we got going in the pot. Got a new camera operator today, Alicia. My son Axel is still at school. I might be cooking another meal later with Axel to put out for later in the week, so keep your eyes open for that. So everything's cooking up real nice. Turn that down a scotch. And I'm going to add my red beans to the mix. Just add them all. I drained them for the most part. I think a little bit. Set them back to the bottom of that. Red beans and gumbo. Is it traditional? I don't know. You be the judge. I've seen some recipes with it. I've seen some without. I do enjoy red beans. I enjoy all kinds of beans. So it's something that just adds a little bit more filler in there to make it more hearty. So it's gonna cook up a little bit, and then I will add my leftover jambalaya in a second here. And so this is a great way just to get rid of this, and so it freezes really good. So I'll probably have half already packaged up and put in the freezer once it cools down, and keep half for dinner tonight. So it's just the 3 of us tonight, so I'm going to start adding my leftover jambalaya now. And Buddy knows that we're cooking, so he's going to want to get in the shot. Can we get a quick shot of Buddy here? Oh, look at that guy. He's adorable. Well, he's after something over
Being
there.
a puppy.
It might even be his tail. So yeah, it's cooking up real nice now. I don't know if you want to come back in for another shot. That's what she's looking like. So I could probably turn up the heat even a little bit more. Constant battle with the heat going back and forth, but you know that's cooking. I'm gonna add my tomato soup base. Now that it's in there, I'm just going to let it cook a minute so that they all can mingle. And then I'll add my stock and I'll kind of take a look at it, see if we need to thicken it or not. It's possible that I do.
And Buddy's just sitting down here chasing his tail. Well, not no more, because I came down here. Now here he goes. Doggy Buddy. And there he goes. Chasing his tail.
Come up to temp a little bit. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more water. Just take a second, then I'll add the slurry. It just didn't seem like it was enough liquid to chunk ratio, if you will. So here it comes. Kind of get a look at it. So I'm going to add the slurry because it's kind of starting to boil now. Don't have a spoon, so I'll have to be resourceful. And I'm just going to add a little bit of it at a time because I'm not really looking for chowder thickness as I am just to add a little bit of body so that the things inside of it could kind of float a little bit more, a little bit more suspended, so it's not just all falling to the bottom. So I'll start with about half. Take a look at it. Oh yeah. You could probably just add it all in there. It'll be fine. Jason come in for a final look and see what it's going to be like. And that's your gumbo right there.
Very nice.
And that is Cooking with Cyber. And here are my cyber sources, so you can see all the sources. Special thanks to VX Underground for all the hard work they do, especially with this LockBit takedown. VX is the source. If you want to go straight to the horse's mouth, go talk to VX. They always will respond to your tweets most of the time, anyway. If you reply on there, they'll usually give you a like or even reply. They reply to me, and I'm a nobody. So yep. There's the cyber sources, the guitar sources. Definitely check out the PRS.com and go over to guitar.com. They're a really cool website, a real cool place to find out more stuff about interesting guitars. So thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. You guys are awesome. Thank you. I'm getting more subscribers by the day, more views by the day. I'm getting more optimistic. I'm sorry I missed out yesterday at the 21st, but I kind of had a lot going on, and I was 7 days straight. So I'm going to try to do as many as I can in a row, but there's going to be days where I'm not going to be posting, but always look out for it. Thanks, guys.